It was a Friday evening, and my wife Amanda insisted I join her at a high-profile gathering hosted by her colleagues. She was radiant, laughing easily in the car as she teased me about my plain suit. I smiled politely, though a sense of unease was gnawing at me. Over time, Amanda had become increasingly distant, her attention drifting constantly toward friends, colleagues, even strangers. Tonight, something felt off, yet I chose to follow her lead, hoping the evening would be straightforward. A few hours of mingling, nothing more. The party buzzed with conversation, music, and the clink of glasses. Amanda immediately sought out her friends, her laughter loud and magnetic, drawing attention as she always did. I stayed back, sipping my drink and quietly observing. At first, her amusement seemed harmless, even charming. But then I noticed her lingering with one particular man. Their hands brushed casually, their eyes held secret smiles, and a flicker of recognition hit me. This was more than small talk, it was flirtation. My pulse raced. She touched his arm lightly while laughing, and he leaned in, whispering something that made her giggle in a way I hadn't heard in years. Every instinct screamed at me to confront her, but I held myself back. Over time, I had learned that confrontation often fueled drama, while measured, deliberate actions carried far more weight. I would make her feel the consequences of her choices, without uttering a single word. Minutes stretched on, their flirtation continuing unabated. I kept up the appearance of mingling with others, quietly watching as the smiles and laughter she shared with him cut like knives. Then I acted. Rising slowly, I caught Amanda's eye briefly. She offered a smile, expecting a playful comment, but I didn't sit back down. I walked toward the exit, each step calm, deliberate, and purposeful. Her laughter faltered as she realized I was leaving. The man she had been leaning toward froze, unsure how to react. Amanda's confident facade crumbled into panic and confusion. I didn't glance back, I didn't speak. Eyes in the room followed me, whispers spreading, sensing the sudden tension. The atmosphere shifted instantly. Amanda had been performing, showing off her charm, and now the focus had turned on her in a way she hadn't anticipated. Outside, the cool night air hit me like a release. I drew deep breaths, letting the mix of anger and betrayal settle into clarity. Amanda finally emerged from the crowd, rushing after me with excuses and nervous laughter. I ignored her entirely. My silence was deliberate, a more potent tool than any shouting match. She had relied on charm and social performance to manipulate situations, but now the stage had vanished, leaving her exposed. In the following days, Amanda's attempts to reach me grew desperate. Calls, messages, even pleas through mutual friends, all ignored. Her laughter and casual arrogance from the party had evaporated, replaced by the sharp awareness of the consequences of her actions. Weeks later, I moved temporarily into a smaller apartment, focusing on work and friendships built on trust and integrity. Amanda tried repeatedly to reconcile, to explain, to charm, and even to guilt me into forgiveness. Yet I remained unmoved. The party had revealed more than her behavior, it had exposed her true character. My calm exit spoke volumes, proving that dignity and self-respect mattered far more than anger or confrontation. Months passed. Amanda's arrogance was replaced by caution and fear of losing me. She attempted to rebuild bridges, but the dynamic had shifted. I had reclaimed control, not through rage, but through measured authority. The laughter she had once wielded to manipulate now haunted her, a reminder of how easily her influence could unravel in the face of quiet decisiveness. Looking back, the night remains vivid. I didn't yell, I didn't humiliate her publicly, yet the impact was undeniable. Walking away calmly left her shocked, speechless, and humbled. Sometimes the strongest statements aren't words, they are actions. By standing up and leaving, preserving my dignity, I taught a lesson that anger never could. In that silence, I reclaimed my power, my self-respect, and my peace.